Alright, g'day guys, Ful-O Gold here. Trying something a little bit different. What I'm doing is doing some research videos on some spots. Going through history, getting a fair idea, or trying to get a fair idea of what the old timers were doing. So what I had in mind, where are we? We'll get back to that. So what I wanted to do was talk about Misery Creek in Enfield. Now, if you don't know where Misery Creek is, I'll just get up my little. Let's see, Misery Creek, Enfield. Alright. So obviously, Australia, Victoria, heading out to the Golden Triangle, down the bottom end of the Golden Triangle rather. You got Ballarat up here. So Misery Creek, well that's Misery Creek Road there. So there is workings in here. Long Gully, yeah, there's workings up there. Maybe if I get my little pointer. So I think there is workings up along here. Along here there's a couple of bridges. Yeah, that's it, West O's track. So in along here anyway, I'm pretty sure there's diggings. So that's where we're talking about now. So what I've done is I've just Googled it, really. I'll just type in Misery Creek Goldfields. Let's see what happens. Okay. So we got a few here. I wanted to click on this one because there's some interesting information on this one. So here we are. Diggings near Grassy Gully Road. Grassy Gully, Misery Creek. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Burps. So that's just a bit of that. So a bit of history. Now this is interesting. I find it's interesting because it gives you an idea of how much gold came out of the area. You try to put yourself in their shoes, really, of the activity that those old timers were doing. So we're starting here at 1867. Record production of 6 companies in the vicinity. Approximately 1140 ounces of gold between those 2 years. Yeah, we got the next 5 years. We still got 7 companies there. So 1700 ounces. So it's a fairly rich area there. Now, this Keefe Brothers here, 2,467 ounces of gold recorded in 3 years. That's doing pretty good. They definitely shouldn't be complaining. Mount Misery Ranges number 4 of Southern Division, Ballarat. Now I think that must be the name of the mining company. Let's see. So the September 1868. The success of the Geelong Gentlemen at Pinchgut Reef has led to 5 other reefs in these ranges being taken up. Companies prospecting these ranges have not had any success. Mount Misery Creek, number 4, Southern Division, Ballarat. So this first part here, this first mob, So these guys from Geelong went to Pinch Gut Reef. Um, I'm just curious to know whereabouts this Pinch Gut Reef is. Shouldn't have gone there. Let's see. Pinch Gut Reef. Enfield. Enfield. Okay. Now that's this one we already got up. Yeah, gonna have to do a bit of digging here. Pinch Gut Road, Coronat. Okay. Now that's Pinch Gut Road. Normally they name roads there after something specific, so perhaps Pinch Gut Road was okay. So that's down there. That must be the hard rock mine. Maybe? Huh, okay, anyway. Back to what we were doing. Yeah. Okay, so companies prospecting these ranges have not had any success. Mount Misery Creek, number 4. Almost exclusively in the possession of Chinese. A few parties of Europeans got between 80 and 200 pounds in a few days, but this is confined to a limited space. 80 to 200 pounds. It's not, so you're doing pretty good there. I'm curious as to what the pound is in our current money, or compared to our money. Now, I have kind of looked up this a little bit earlier. Well, if we just go off of this one here, then £1 in 1860 is worth $122 today. I don't know if that's Australian or yeah, that's UK. Yeah, duh. 122. So if nope, I've lost it. Is there no calculator on this thing? Apparently not. Anyway, so just 100 times that much. That's about $1,200, roughly. So those guys are doing it pretty good. I wouldn't be complaining about that. Yeah. So let's go back to this report. We have the Chinese. Okay, a considerable influx of Chinese who occupy 2 Mile Creeks, 2 miles of the creek plus the flat on either side. The Chinese are reported to have hit it heavy, with one find paying £250 per man per week. Now you got to remember too, these miners, they would sometimes work in parties, sometimes up to 8 or 10, even 12, and they would just help one another out. It wasn't as if they took up one claim and that's one person to one claim. Often you'd have 6 people and they'll work on the same claim, and then they'll split the booty up with one another. So they must have hit it pretty rich there if each man we're getting paid £250 a week. that's pretty good going. And if you can try and imagine how much how much dirt they would have moved too. Um, I suppose it depends on how deep they dig down as to how quick they would get to the pay dirt. Um, but we're talking about a creek here. Um, I've been out there myself. The creek bank is pretty deep, probably 20 feet deep, I reckon. Um, so you've got a fair bit of work cut out for him, but still, for 250 pounds, can't go wrong. Hey. Okay, so Chinese population is decreasing because of the poor ground and lack of water. Well, that'll do it. You don't have water. That's one thing. If you don't have water, you just come back in winter, don't you? If you don't have water. Poor ground. Not worth you getting a shovel out. Because remember, these guys, they were making a living. If they didn't find gold, they were going to starve. It was literally life and death for these guys. There's no Centrelink, no safety net to catch you. These guys come over to Australia on a whim, and if you got sick, and a lot of people did get sick and die, you know these guys are tough. A lot tougher than kids these days. Tougher than me, I would say too. Yeah. So, 1861, 8 or 10 puddling companies are doing pretty well at £3 to £4 per man per week, working the old ground at Mount Misery and Kangaroo Gully. Okay, Chinese are now almost in exclusive occupation in the wet gullies in the neighbourhood. Now, I'm assuming wet gullies are just gullies that run off into the main creek, or gullies that hold water. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. I probably am, but just assume that. Doesn't give us any other information. So, 1862. Yep. 64 continues to yield fair wages. Okay, that's interesting. We got up here 4 years ago. Population was decreasing because of poor ground and lack of water. But here we are, 1864. Continues to yield fair wages. So obviously some people kept on the gully, stayed on that goldfield, and kept working it. And then we have 66, principally occupied by Chinese. Okay. Next one here, we got Golden Tunnel Company. Yeah, I know this is definitely a deep shaft one. I might leave it there, guys, because this is already a fairly long video, and I don't want to bore you guys. And thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for putting up with me. But if you enjoyed this, you can watch some of my other videos. If you would like to see more of these, just leave it in the comments section. I'm trying to get a bit more fluent with it and a bit more confident in myself to make it more appealing and more exciting. But you got to start somewhere, you know. And especially winter, you can't really get outside as much. So I want to try and at least keep something gold related for you guys. Keep the bug going. Keep it interesting, because it is interesting. This is our history. Australian history. So if you want me to make another one, that'd be good. Let me know, give me feedback so I can keep you guys entertained. This is Ful-O Gold.